Hello everybody, welcome back. Some Fallout 4. Picking up where we left off, we're heading into Virgil's laboratory to speak to him about getting into the Institute. Now we don't need to disarm those, but we're going to
Hold
anyway.
it. Take it nice and slow. No sudden moves.
Maybe if you're going to say that, it should have been while still on the other side of your
So
guns.
where's Kellogg? Huh? Trying to sneak up on me while you distract me? It's not going to work. I'm not stupid. I knew they'd send him after me.
Are you Virgil?
You know damn well I am. What are you doing here?
I need your help.
My help? With what? How did you even find me anyway?
I'm just a guy looking for information on the Institute.
The Institute? So, they did send you, didn't they? You're working with Kellogg.
But Kellogg's been taken care of.
Dead. He's dead. Don't you lie to me.
I'm not lying. I killed him myself.
Did you? Kellogg was ruthless. There's a reason the Institute used him to do their dirty work for so many years. I knew they'd send him after me. Tried to prepare for it. But I still wasn't sure I'd make it. And so you killed him, eh? Then what do you want with me?
Why did you leave the Institute? I know you came from there.
You know about the escape? But how? No, it doesn't matter. I'm not going back. I can't go back. Look at me. Why are you even here? What do you want?
I need whatever information you've got. Anything to help me get into the Institute.
I'm sorry, what? You want to get into the Institute? Are you insane? Never mind how nearly impossible that is. Even if you were to succeed, it'd almost certainly end in your immediate death. What reason could you possibly
It's a lot harder
have
than
for
you think.
taking that kind of risk?
I'm trying to find my son. The Institute kidnapped him.
Oh. Oh no. I had no idea. I'm sorry. Yeah. The Institute has taken people from the Commonwealth in the past. If your son is one of them, I can understand why you'd want to get in there. I can help, but I'm going to need something in return.
His voice is really familiar.
What do you want from me?
Before I had to escape, I was working on a serum that would serve as a cure for my condition. I wasn't able to bring it with me. It's still in my lab and, well, look at me. I need it. I need you to find it for me if you manage to get inside the Institute. What do you say?
You help me and I'll help you.
All right. All right. Let's talk details. First things first. You know how synths get in and out of the Institute?
Yeah, they use some sort of teleporter.
Well, well. Not many know about it. Pretty closely guarded secret. You've certainly done your homework. It's commonly referred to as the molecular relay. I don't understand all the science behind it, but it works. Dematerializes you in one place, rematerializes you in another. I'm sure it sounds crazy, but it's a reality. The relay is the only way in and out of the Institute. You understand? The only one. That means you're going to have to use it. Now, have you ever seen an Institute courser?
I mean, yes, but I feel like lots of them is an exaggeration. Actually, come to think of it, we haven't come across a courser, have we? We saw one in the in Kellogg's memories, but that might be the only Courser that we've come across, right?
No, never heard of him.
Another secret of the Institute. Trust me, it's good that you haven't found out the hard way. Coursers are Institute synths, designed for one purpose. They're hunters. Operations go wrong, a synth goes missing, and a courser is dispatched. They're very good at what they do, and you're going to have to kill one.
Let's go. Just point me in the right direction.
Well, I suppose your enthusiasm counts for something. Every courser has special hardware that gives them a direct connection to the relay in the Institute. It's embedded in a chip in their heads. You need that chip, but to get it, you'll have to find a courser. Now, I don't know exactly where you can find one. They haven't sent any after me, and sitting here waiting doesn't seem like a good plan. You're going to have to hunt one down. I can tell you where to start and give you some help finding one, but you'll have to do the dirty work.
Tell me what I need to know.
All right. The primary insertion point for coursers is in the ruins of CIT, directly above the Institute. So you'll want to head there. Now, the relay causes some pretty heavy interference all across the EM spectrum. You've got a radio on that Pip-Boy, right? When you get to the ruins, tune it to the lower end of the band and listen in. You'll be able to hear the interference. Follow the signal, and it'll lead you to a courser. Then, you just have to not get killed. Not gonna lie, the odds aren't in your favor here. But if you do make it, remember what I said about the serum. I need it badly. I really do hope you find what you're looking for.
So when he says that he needs it badly, he's not kidding. If you go into the Institute, right? Once you come out, you have a week to get him his serum. Otherwise, he loses his mind and goes hostile. So like if you go into the Institute, leave, and then just like futz around for a week, when you come back here, he'll have just turned hostile and try and kill you immediately. But if you do get it to him, then all of the stuff in here turns. Oh goody! What did I get? I got a pencil, I think. Anyway, all the stuff in here makes it so that you can take it without it being considered theft. But the one thing that we will be taking. So what the hell is that? That's what Rad Scorpion.
You find a courser, don't underestimate it.
Ah, there it is.
No good if
Tesla science,
Perfect.
boosh, energy weapons. You know,
Comic
it's
books?
worthless for
I
us since
thought
we
they
don't
were a
use
waste of time.
energy weapons.
Rotate
But hey,
and serve. What a horrible smell.
brings us down to 2, I think. 2 magazines left. One which we're about to get in Green Tech Genetics. And then the other one in oh, sorry. Did I just spoil it? That we're gonna have to go to Green Tech Genetics? Oh well. Show a map. I also have to do a little bit more research with the quests that come after this, because like it because I want to do it with the Brotherhood to start, but I don't want to finish it with the Brotherhood. And I don't know if I can build the thing we need at the Brotherhood and not do the Brotherhood ending. So, you know. Okay, well, we're definitely going to have to shut that off. Alright. Well, there actually isn't all that much in here to get. Oh, I also guess I could have also went and ditched the power armor, but whatever. It's well, I was gonna say it's the last part that we'll be using it, but I guess we will have to hop back into it if we go and take or when we go and take Virgil back his serum. Assuming I don't fuck anything up. At least as long as I don't fuck it up too badly. Hello? Knock knock. Just stairs going up. Weird picture looks like it was drawn by a child. Some more technical documents. Give to the Brotherhood. I mean, clearly the Courser's been here because the gunner here is kind of, you know, dead. It is kind of weird that they don't let you into this place until the main game, but I guess if they let you into it, it would, because like there's other places that they've let us into that are part of different quest lines of that, and just like where the fuck did you come from? And just like part of it is blocked off.
The Courser's on the second floor. Kill on sight. Send reinforcements to the lobby in case there are more.
No, I promise there's no more coursers in the lobby.
Who's there?
We may have a...
Not getting past me. Standing down.
You hear that?
Long live the Brotherhood.
You hear that?
No thanks, don't really care for a melee guy to be
Mission
running at.
accomplished.
And Dan's got that one. So yeah, as you saw there, all the
This is the part of the job that I love.
all the lasers and explosions there, that was them going after the Courser. As you can, I think I actually want that. As you can probably guess, they can't kill the Courser. I'm reasonably certain that it's just, I'm pretty sure the Courser is marked as essential until it gets to the point of the quest where you fight it. Because I'm not sure exactly how much the Courser will take, because it's been a long time since I've done this quest. I mean, the vast majority, as in all but like one of my Fallout 4 playthroughs, I've never went to the end of the game. So I mean, I'm not even sure that I've killed the Courser more than once. I was gonna say I've ever killed the Courser, but I know I've killed the Courser. I've got the Institute ending. I think I did. I want to say I did 3 of the endings. I think I did. I know I did the Brotherhood. I know I did the Institute ending. And I think I did the Railroad ending. Because I was saving the Minuteman ending for you know, like my last playthrough, I guess. Oh, turret control. How many are there? 2. I mean, I'm gonna put in the turret override program. I mean, obviously we've destroyed 2 turrets, but I'm not entirely sure that they're both the ones connected to this. Alright, materials gathered. Gather material and ready for transport to HQ. Currently in the process of separating the last batch of material tossed down to the lobby. Still plenty of material to gather. Should notify HQ regarding the quantity they're looking for so we don't overdo it. In a short time we've occupied the building, we've managed to set up first-tier defenses in the lobby and first floor of the courtyard. We've installed 3 turrets and hooked them up to the terminal. The men are in the process of setting up turrets to cover the courtyard sky bridges. They should be ready for operation any day now. So this says that there's supposed to be 3 turrets. But obviously we only shot 2, and that terminal only said there was 2 connected to it. So I don't know if that was just like a fuck up on whoever wrote that entries part, if there was supposed to be 3, if it was supposed to indicate that, you know, oh, the Courser had already destroyed one before we got here. But that seems unlikely since, you know, we obviously got here like, well, I mean, we're here and the fucking dude is up there, so clearly, like, you know, we just, oh, this is the other turret probably.
What's going on down there? How many are we dealing with?
Good work. Don't leave anything behind.
Where'd the other one go? Did I not shoot them while they were over here? Whatever. What's going on down here? Well, you have two heavily armed and armored guys that came in your front door after you had already had a Courser tear through your guys, so I mean, if anything, we're just enjoying the lack of defenses. Computer cell, stimmy pad. Been watching The Neighborhood. I'll just show her that. It's on Prime. Not sure if it's anywhere else, but it's on Prime. It has, I don't remember what the one guy's name is. He's on New Girl and probably other stuff, but that's the one that I know from is New Girl and Cedric the Entertainer. It's pretty funny. It's really it's a little weird in that, like, the first episode basically of every season so far, I think we're just started season 3 not too long ago, or maybe we're like halfway through at this point, but I guess they do it a bit more in the first season.
Get some!
But like the first episode of season 2 and 3, they throw some politics in there, you know, like Black Lives Matter, all white people are racist, all cops are racist and hunting down black people and shit, right? All the same nonsense that you hear in real life. But then after that episode, it just turns into like a funny show. Like they just kind of like, it's like they do it the once just to like,
Sweet.
I don't know, I guess get credit for doing it. And then they just ignore it and make like a good show. Because like the show is hilarious. It does have its moments where it's like, not too funny or whatever, but overall, funny show and would recommend watching it. But yeah, it was just really weird. Like I said, like halfway through season 3, I kind of want to look up when it was made, because I don't know.
Negative visual on the target. Sent back to hell.
Because like I'm not 100% sure when it was made, and if it was made, you know, in 2020, odds are I'm just gonna stop watching whatever season it got to. And if it was made in 2020 and I've already watched that season, or 2020, 2021, you know, basically recently, then damn, I'm impressed. Because I mean, there's so many shows that just got ruined because of COVID and political nonsense. Like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, one of my favorite shows ever. I will never watch the last season again. I watched it once, and it was too many times. Because they just ruined so many things.
Who's there? Taking casualties.
Hold up. I think we're being stalked.
Yeah, it's not really stalking. But, yeah, it just ruined the show. Because they went real political with it. And then another one show that I really liked was Superstore. Fucking love that show too. Oh, there it is. Another surgical journal, 2% more limb damage. Yeah. We're just wrecking limbs. Like, combine that with my Wastelander's frame, and just limbs get destroyed. But yeah, then, you know, same thing, right? Just that happened, and it just fucking wrecked it. And like Superstore was even one where they got political repeatedly, but then COVID and everything hit, and it just turned to utter trash. But I mean, that's what happens when you bring real world bullshit into fictional worlds, right? It's like, even if it's based on the real world, it doesn't have to mirror it. Like when they did Superstore, they didn't have to put COVID shit in it. I mean, now Brooklyn Nine-Nine just ignored COVID, basically. They did like one small skit at the beginning of that season, and that was it. Like they do, I think they call them cold opens. I don't know why. I think it has something to do with, like, it doesn't actually have anything to do with the rest of the show. But anyway, oh my. My lord. That is a lot of gunfire and explosions. But yeah, they just do like a cold open with Brooklyn Nine-Nine that has to do with COVID, and then that's it. But then it's just so much into like the Black Lives Matter, all cops are racist, homophobes, and shit like that, despite that precinct having a gay black chief and whatnot, not chief, captain, and all that. Like, it just ruined it. It wasn't too big of a surprise, because there were other points in the show where it's like, like they went just a little too far one direction, like further than I think they should have. So it wasn't like super surprising that they went that direction, but at the same time, how far they went that direction was ridiculous. Now, Superstore, with how far they went that direction, wasn't nearly as far, or wasn't nearly as much of a surprise, but...
Got it.
Alright, turret control, how many are attached? Alright, well, this says that there was 2 connected to this one as well. Whoops.
I've seen scribes take long.
So I'm guessing that there's one that we blew up, and then another one. So I will still, let's get to that.
I'm not gonna make this easy for you. Damn it!
Well, I think we found the one with the rocket launcher.
Tango down.
Oh, there's somebody. I don't know, that made it look like there was a turret, but I don't know, weird. Powered. What does that power do? Ah. Refresh speed. But yeah, The Neighborhood, good show. Really enjoy it. Which is good. I mean, there's a lot of TV shows coming out nowadays that are just really like, like they're not necessarily bad. And I don't want to say it's like, oh, because they're not like really doing anything. I don't care if a show or a movie does something new, as long as it's done well.
We've lost contact with sectors 2 and 4.
There's just a lot of them coming out now that are just like, and it seems like more and more are leaning into like political, like identity politics and shit, and that's not the way you write an entertaining show for the most part, because like if you go into identity politics, then you're going to be basically going into it what's the right word? It's not ignoring. I want to say like ignoring a part of your audience that you would otherwise get, right? Like I don't
That's
remember
it.
what the word is. Huh. It's weird that these guys are already dead, but whatever. But yeah, and it's getting ridiculous. There are still... Excuse me?
Gruesome.
Oh, that... Oh, there's probably a bomb on the wall. But yeah, just too many things getting political. Like I was somebody who, for the longest time,
Yes.
managed to stay away from like anything political because I didn't care. I still really don't care, but it's just like so many people bringing it up now, and it's just like seeping into pretty much everything. And you just can't get away from it anymore. And it's like, oh my god. And just so much nonsense, you know. But I just really wish I could go back in time, you know.
What the? What? For the Brotherhood! Taking casualties! Going, weapons cold.
You know, just go back in time to when, you know, nobody fucking cared. Not everything had to make a statement. Not everything had to be,
Negative visual on the target.
I mean, politically correct. Like,
Send them back to hell.
it's just gotten so shit nowadays that I'm honestly surprised anytime like I try a new movie, try a new show, and I actually enjoy it like a great deal. Like, because there's still shows coming out that I can enjoy to a degree, but like I just started rewatching Joey, which is the spin-off that was made after Friends. And yeah, I fucking love that show. Like, I'm enjoying it so much more than like pretty much anything else that I've watched lately. Because all they cared about was entertaining. They didn't have to worry about like, oh, is this gonna be offensive to people? Oh, is this gonna be... Do we have enough characters like this? Do we have, you know, stuff like that? Like, they didn't care. They just made the show. Good lord. I mean, it has to be cases then. I
Yes.
have no other options. Um, Speaking of which, though, just what I bought and watched Nefarious, which is a new movie that just came out. Good fucking show. It's as I've probably said multiple times in videos, like when I watch like a movie, TV show, even if it's something that I haven't seen before, I'll still usually be doing something else at the same time. Like for the most part, it's either playing a game on my Switch. I'm currently playing the DLC for Pokemon, and it's alright. I mean, I enjoy it as much as I enjoyed the base game of Pokemon Violet and Scarlet. I mean, I still don't think that the open world benefits the Pokemon formula, but you know. But yeah, Nefarious. It's one of those movies where I stopped. I think I was still. I think when I watched that, I was writing a chapter. I stopped writing. Like it didn't take very long for the movie to just like suck me in, and yeah, I just sat there and watched it. It's so not often. It's so rare that a movie can suck me in enough to do that. Like the last probably 3 movies that have done that have been Nefarious, uh, the name of it. Oh, Nefarious: The Cleansing Hour,
Fall
which
back to original
is
position.
on.
Enforcers nearing the elevator.
Oh yeah, I think actually, yeah, you may have seen him walk by there. I do believe that at some point, I don't know if it's because you can see him through the floor of that, but because I have the penetrator perk, I do believe that I can actually kill the guy as he like just like when he's walking across a certain part. I mean, I see the missile launcher, but who is carrying it? But yeah, so like Nefarious managed that. The Cleansing Hour, which is on Shudder, did that. Like that show, I fucking love that show too. And sadly enough, when last time I played by Mad Max video, right? Because I had the urge to play it for whatever reason. Which of course then gave me the urge to watch the newest Mad Max movie with Tom Hardy, and that one, like even going into that one, like I turned it on and I just didn't even bother to turn on my computer or my Switch or anything because I fucking love that movie. And then before that would probably have been The Autopsy of Jane Doe. That one's really good. Also on Shudder. Actually, the reason why I got a Shudder subscription. Not that I have a subscription to it anymore, because I watched pretty much everything that was on it that I cared about, and then they just didn't get new stuff often enough for me to bother, and there was nothing on there that I rewatched or that I wanted to rewatch often enough to make it worth it. Like I have Prime Video, and I'm probably never going to get rid of it because it comes with my Prime subscription for Amazon, and while I don't buy enough stuff for the Prime subscription to really be worth it, the fact that I also get Prime Video with it makes the subscription worth it, and they have enough TV shows in that on there that I rewatch, and still shows that I haven't watched. I mean, I'm currently watching Blue Bloods that I'd never seen before, and there's a bunch of other shows on there that I haven't seen before that I do want to watch and rewatch. So I mean, it's totally worth it. And then I also have. Oh, they're still trying to kill him.
Enforcers after the girl. Anyone alive needs to get up to the top floor immediately. That's an order.
And I also have a Paramount Plus subscription. How long the Paramount Plus subscription is gonna last, I don't know. Like when I got rid of Shudder. I also have a BritBox subscription, but that's more for my mother than me because she watches. I'm not actually sure I've watched anything on BritBox. I don't want to say voluntarily because that makes it sound like somebody forced me to watch it, but I mean like she watches stuff and I catch some of it sometimes, right? Because I'll be around while she's watching it and I'll catch parts of it. But yeah, I have a Paramount Plus subscription. I got rid of Shudder. I got Paramount Plus, and been watching some movies on there. It's mostly movies that I've seen before, or series of movies that I've seen before.
What?
Bye. But yeah, I don't know how long that subscription is going to
We should
last.
search this area carefully for any technical documentation or pre-war artifacts.
And it's not even like, because it's not a good subscription service or anything. Like, it's got some good shit on it. It's just that it's mostly movies. Like, there isn't as many TV shows. It's mostly movies, and it'll only take so long to get through the ones that I care about. I actually knew it couldn't have been great. Just like can't be males. And then I don't know. I'm thinking of after that going for a Apple TV subscription would probably be
There we go.
the next one I get. They have some shows on there that I really want to watch, including a new one that I think it's just coming out now, like once a week, and Strange World, which is based on like this series of like little short comics that this guy makes. I don't remember what, I think his name is Nathan for some reason. I don't know why I actually managed to think of his name, but I think his name is Nathan. I think his name might actually be Nathan Pyle. I may actually have first and last name on that guy. But anyway, because I follow him on Instagram, it's one of the few things that I actually follow on social media. And I got a TV show from it. It's just like these little aliens, and they do like normal human stuff, but just like the way that they talk about it and act and everything, it makes it fun. It's hard to describe. If you know, you know. You know, it's one of those things where it's like just go and look it up. I mean, I think it's called Strange World. Or Strange Planet maybe. But yeah, it's really funny. I really enjoy the comics. So I mean, but yeah, there's that, and then there's a couple. There's an M. Night Shyamalan TV series on there.
That's
I don't
it.
remember what it's called now though, but okay. Now this also says turret control. I'm going to assume that these are the same turrets that. Yeah, I'm going to assume these are the same turrets that I just took over with the other terminal. But yeah, so yeah, that's probably going to be my next one. I don't know if there's any other ones.
What?
You know what I'm curious about? Which way the Courser came through here? Because, like, theoretically, the Courser... You know, these turrets haven't really been helping me. The Courser would have had to come through the same area we did. Or the same areas we did. And yet, we still have to kill all these fuckers. Like, seriously, what has the Courser been doing? We've seen him taking shots from them. But I mean... Yeah, spotlight's on me. You know what? That's good. You're lighting up my location so I can see what I'm doing. But yeah, it's like, clearly the Courser's like fucking carving a path through these assholes. And yet I'm stuck here not being able to do anything.
Got it.
Alright. I mean, there's obviously more dead guys than we've been killing here as well. With Steadfast, 50 damage resistance while aiming. It's not bad, actually. I mean, especially for an automatic weapon, which is generally, you know, low damage, high rate of fire, which, you know, those guns are. Because I don't even think you can make them non-automatic. So, I mean, resistance while aiming is great. In fact, that may be the best kind of weapon to get that effect on, if I'm being honest. I mean, because I mean, shotguns, while you do aim them, are generally, you know, close range weapon, and hopefully only taking like 1 or 2 shots to kill the person. Hello, anybody in there? Oh, master lock terminal. My light on? It is on. It's just so dark in here. Like, damn, is it ever dark in here? And there's another part I have to record after this too, but I don't think I'm going to. Oh well, it'll just be an extra one for tomorrow. Should be fine.
Got it.
I was too lazy to actually read that. I just took a shot. Oh yeah, supposed to watch Assaulted Precinct 13 today. I say supposed to, going to watch Assaulted Precinct 13 today. I might watch V for Vendetta as well. Not also today because V for Vendetta is a very long movie. So that would definitely have to be something that I start earlier in the day. There was another one too that I wanted to watch this weekend. It's like watch Assault of Precinct 13 today, V for Vendetta maybe tomorrow or Sunday, and then there was one other one that I wanted to watch. I kind of want to watch Great Outdoors, but
I don't know the password. I'm telling the truth.
I feel like it hasn't been that long since I've watched it.
You are. Oh God, please, no.
All he had to do was tell me the password. Now, are you going to cooperate?
Oh God. Oh
Tell me.
God. Okay, okay. Just don't shoot. Let me.
You've been following me. Are you here for the synth?
I'm here to pick up an order. 2 large pepperoni and a calzone. Name is Fuck You.
If you're not here for the synth, then you're here for me. What do you want?
And just who is this synth anyway?
A fugitive. Runaway Institute property. I'm shutting her down and bringing her back. You, on the other hand, will die like the rest of them.
Or will I? Man, I hope I didn't destroy the chip doing that. So that's the big bad Corsair that was blasting all those gunners, shrugging off missiles like it was nothing. And now, granted, it's a pretty good shotgun. I feel like it ain't quite that powerful.
He deserved to die. I know you're not here for me, but I can't get out. Not on my own. I'm going to have to trust you to help me.
Who are you?
We'll talk once you open the door. I promise I won't run. The guard put the password in a toolbox. Over there, under the stairs. Use it to gain access to the terminal. And open the door.
Alright. So that's obviously the synth that the dickhead was here for.
It's in the toolbox. Under the stairs.
Get away from me.
Hey there.
Please, don't hurt me.
See, now you were nice about it. Technical document. Now she said he put the password, what, in the toolbox, right? Yeah. But yeah, so that's a synth. Now you can... I don't actually even know how you can do this, if I'm being honest. But supposedly you can come in here, get the password, and open the door without interacting with the synth. And then if you do that, he will thank you for helping him and then attack you anyway. Okay, well, let's turn on the elevator and open the door.
Use the terminal to open...
Are you coming out? No?
Hey there.
Thank you. I don't know what to say.
Who are you?
My institute designation is K-198, but I prefer Jenny, so yes, I'm a synth, if you hadn't already guessed. I knew they'd send a Corsair. I just didn't think he'd find me so fast. I think I would have lost him too, but then I was captured by these mercenaries. And all this happened. Thanks again for your help. I'm gonna look for supplies before heading out. And before you ask, no, I don't need any more help. The Commonwealth is unforgiving. I need to make it on my own or I'm dead. Maybe we'll meet again, under better circumstances. I hope we do. Thanks again for your help. I'm gonna look for supplies before heading out.
Okay, but you know, I know some people that could help you. I mean, you know, and I mean, like, I could hook you up with the railroad. They could do whatever they do to help synth escape. Although I do believe that wipes your brain. So I mean, And whether or not you want that, even then, if you don't want to go with that, there are multiple settlements that I could set you up at. I mean, there's a decent chance that you have at least some skills. I mean, you are a synth after all, so there's a good chance that they gave that you have something that you can do. Hell, even if it's just cleaning, whoopity do. I'm sure somebody would, one of my settlements would like that. I mean, like you said that you need to make it on your own. It's like, sure. I mean, you need to pull your weight, like, but there's no reason why you can't make it on your own with a little bit of a head start, And there are very few people in the Commonwealth that could actually offer that. Especially considering the amount of settlements I have. Hell, you know what? You promised to fix it up real nice. I will give you a settlement all your own, and you can just go to town. That way I don't have to deal with it. Can I not zoom in on this one? No, it's really fucking small, this screen. Cast, no. Obviously in east then. Or claw, or cave. What about blue?
Nice.
I feel like I took over a lot of turrets.
You're pretty handy with that terminal. Palin would be impressed.
And none of them really helped me out in this place. Anything? Oh. Been doing some Reddit lately. Mostly Starfield subreddit, because that's what I'm playing right now, and it's a new game, so there's a bunch of people talking about it. A lot of weird people out there. It's like, oh, the best way to play the game is to rush through the main storyline 10 times. That's right, you heard me. 10 times, and then actually play the game. Like, that's literally people's recommendations. I don't get it. I mean, I get it. It's one of those things where it's like, I understand your reasoning behind that. I just don't understand how you think that's good reason. And at the very least, and it's not even that people are suggesting or anything. It's the way that it's the way some of them suggest it, right? Because it's like, hey, you can do this. That's what it's one way to play it. Da da da. Like, that would be fine, but it's ones where it's like, this is the way that the game was meant to be played, and it's like, see, now you're gonna push people from it just being like, hey, you can do it this way. It might be neat, it might be for you. Into you need to do it this way, and people are going to do it that way and then get bored with the game because they just did the same. Now, granted, you do some after you go into New Game Plus, you can more or less skip the main campaign, I guess, in some fashion. I don't know. But it's like, why wouldn't you just play the game?
Quite an interesting change of pace.
I've seen and heard all the arguments for rushing to New Game Plus before doing it, but none of them, absolutely none of them, have seemed like a decent idea to me. Actually, I'm immune to fall damage in power armor, am I not?
Certainly wasn't expecting something like this.
It's a nice view. I mean, as nice as a Fallout game can be, obviously. Let's see. How long have we been recording? Yep. Alright. Let's do a quick save. Boosh. Have the Courser chip analyzed. These we just need to turn in. Yeah, far enough. Then that's Far Harbor. That's Nuka World. That's also a DLC. That's never ends, I don't think. And alright, we still need to. I'll check this one afterwards to see if we can clear it out. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's just a constant quest, but and obviously turning in these two. The reason why I haven't turned in these two, by the way, is because we now have all the settlements. So as soon as I turn in these two, because they can't help but give you quests, once we turn in these two, we're going to get quests about our settlements having like somebody kidnapped or about to be attacked or something, and I just don't want to deal with them. So we have the settlements. We're fine. We'll turn these in. Hopefully never. All right, but yeah, we need to go to Railroad HQ, but we will start next part with that, and that'll be it for this part. I'll go and clear out my inventory and everything before we do that, and then next part we should be able to do the molecular level, get into the Institute. I'm gonna look up a little bit more about building the because I think we need to go talk to Tinker Tom, then we need to go back to Virgil, and then we need to talk to either the Minutemen Railroad or Brotherhood about building the teleporter to get into the Institute. So with all of that in mind, I imagine we'll get into the Institute next part, and do like the initial meet and greet or whatever it is. I've only done it once, so I don't really remember exactly how long it takes. So we might be able to do a little more than that. But anyway, that'll be it for this part. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next time for more.